Welcome back, man. Episode 56 of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. We got Antonio. Rick Purcello makes a fucking guest appearance. Christian without a capital C makes an appearance. Christian, what's going on, dude?
What's going on? I'm doing all right. I'm ready to get to the show. I feel like it's gonna be a good one.
It's funny too because we said in the group chat. You said I feel like this show is gonna be super fire. And this morning I was taking a break from work, and I was like, man, I'm so fucking stoked to do this show today.
And that's how look, y'all have me talking to people at work I don't even normally talk to. I'm telling them, cracking jokes and shit with them. I was just feeling good. I'm ready to get to it.
Look at Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
Oh, Jolly St. Nick over here.
Right.
Rick Purcello, what's going on, man?
I was thinking about the old glory days, winning a Cy Young,
1993, yeah.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. Nothing's up, really. Just waiting on the NFL draft. NFL free agency has been fun. NBA's in this time where it's just kind of boring for me. A couple weeks it'll heat up, but yeah.
Is it boring because the Pistons suck?
It's also true. It plays a huge factor in it.
I just want to take time out to say how aesthetically pleasing your background is. I like it. I like the switch up. It look dope, bro. You still won't close them fucking windows, but whatever, man.
Hey, I like the boogeyman to look in here at night. Play with my toes a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, you remember last time some shit just fell off the wall, but
how was it down those 3 flights of stairs?
How was it? You want me to throw myself off the stairs?
You said you were. I'm just trying to follow up.
Man, I got a tough neck.
Hey, Christian asked the real hard questions around here, huh?
Yeah. You throw yourself off the stairs.
He put you on the spot.
All right, man. So let's.
Is he hit it too?
Shit. I thought he was gonna say, "Hey, you got me fucked up." I'm gonna show you.
Wow.
You just called me a bitch. All right, man. So let's get into something that I'm not excited to talk about, but I think it's the best way to start off this show. So today, Lamar Jackson announced that he requested a trade on March 2nd from the Ravens. How do we feel about that? Let's bring in Rick. Let's start it off with Rick. What do you got? How do you feel about that?
I think it's something that we've already kind of known that he wants since they haven't given him. It's just now that it's public. But it's just who is willing to give up. I don't know how a trade would work if they're trying to franchise him, if they have to give the 2 first-round picks for the trade to work.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if that's a problem. Like, damn, we don't want to give up 2 first-round picks, but also he's in the prime of his career and definitely worth it. But then you still have to sign him for crazy money. So that's also a negative. So you got to give up 2 first-round picks, sign him one of the highest deals ever just to get him. So that's like you're already losing twice trying to get him. So I think that's a problem. But, I mean, I think it's good for whoever it gets him, but cap space isn't going to be good.
Absolutely. I'm with you. Tonio, how did you read that situation?
Y'all fucking up, Billy. I don't know. I'm sticking with the what are y'all doing stance. I get it. I understand y'all won a Super Bowl with my guy. Christian hates him, but y'all won a Super Bowl, man. He went 11-13, 113 yards in the Super Bowl win.
Deal for Donald.
Oh, yeah.
So I understand that y'all don't need numbers, but then y'all kind of do because Joe Flacco had one of the most impressive playoff runs we've ever seen.
The most impressive. I'll say that until the day I die.
Well, that's cool because Tom Brady was my quarterback for 5 of them, 6 of them.
That's okay.
My quarterback's John Kitna, so
yeah.
Orlovsky's the GOAT.
Talk to him.
Either way, we seen what y'all did with Flacco. With the defense wasn't sorry. Our defense was still top tier defense, but it wasn't that defense of 2000. Like
right.
And I feel like Lamar possesses that for y'all, and he definitely could be way better than Flacco. Y'all get him one receiver, bro. Like I just want to see what y'all could have did with one receiver. The money he was asking for, y'all could have structured it to get one receiver, bro. Like, but I just think the front office fumbled. It looks bad going forward for any quarterback. Cause bro, we gotta face it. Them old head NFL execs gotta face it. Lamar is the quarterback of today. It ain't no more the future. We don't got that many pocket passers left, bro. Everybody's coming in mobile.
Yep.
Even the I'm gonna say it, the white boys. White boys mobile too. Like what? Danny Dimes,
Vanilla Vic.
What's his
Herbert.
name? Over there in Buffalo.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, the best running back on his team. Like, bruh, it's a lot of
Burrow
white.
gets out of the pocket.
Yeah, like they getting out the pocket. That shit. That's just the way the game changed. You can't sit in the pocket when you got defensive linemen barely running and they running 4-4. Like barely, and I wasn't even trying. The boy said I wasn't even trying, Billy. So what? You want me to sit in the pocket? This motherfucker, Jordan Davis, benching 2 of my offensive linemen. You want me to just take it? Nah, bro. So I feel like, you know, it's a little bit of, because Matt sent the picture earlier of them putting them in the backfield and the Chiefs, and I think that's the mentality that a lot of front offices, including the Ravens, have. That hey, this dude's just athletic. I don't know if he could throw us to a Super Bowl, which he led the league in touchdown passes, which don't make sense. So I don't know. I don't get it, bro. I blame y'all, Billy. Y'all front office dropped the ball. I think.
I would like to add something though.
Go ahead, Matt.
So I think the Ravens, they're not too worried about it because the NFL inflated their ego by adding what do you call him, Snoop Huntley, to the Pro Bowl. So they've got 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks. So now in their head, like, oh, we've got a backup Pro Bowl quarterback. We don't need you, Lamar. We've got a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Also, so if you take out the Pro Bowl, I love that you use that, Matt, though. But I'm gonna remove the Pro Bowl thing. So we almost beat the AFC champions in last year's playoffs. If Snoop doesn't fumble that ball, we beat the Bengals and we go on to the next round of the playoffs. And I mean, it's hard to. No, I don't think anyone's saying Lamar is sorry. Like, I don't think that's a shout out to Fuego.
Fuego, man.
24. But I don't think anyone's saying Lamar is sorry. I think it's more or less like, look at how good the team is built around him, where we almost won a playoff game without him, as opposed to look what happened to San Francisco when they lost their quarterback, and it was just end of days over there, and the Eagles just beat the dog snot out of them.
Yeah, bro, but you can't go off almost, because if Lamar healthy, y'all do beat the Bengals. You know it, I know it, the whole world know it. Y'all beat if Lamar play that game, y'all might actually beat the shit out the Bengals. Actually,
no, absolutely, and I don't think that's the argument that people are saying. It's just it's hard to have that part of the argument when he didn't play, and then if you throw in where he was healthy, why didn't he travel with? Or if he wasn't healthy, he still didn't travel with the team. What's the point of that? What did that do? And the Ravens, being an organization like they are not used to this type of big.
That's a new age athlete. Not trying to switch sports, but Bron ain't traveled with the team. Ain't no. I mean, he got flat, but it's LeBron James. Lamar is an MVP. If I'm not traveling with the team, like that shit, not no disrespect to the team. It might have been something going on. Like people. No, I think people believe because these people get millions of dollars, they can't be regular people. Like people have shit go on.
But I'm going to raise you a situation with Eli Manning. When you had Ben McAdoo come in there for 1 year, Eli Manning had the most starts, consecutive starts ever. Or, well, it was on the way to breaking the record, but then literally got benched. He still traveled with the team. If you look at Marcus Mariota, the new age player, right, quote unquote, where Marcus Mariota got benched and was just like, I'm not even showing up to fucking practice. You got me all the way fucked up. And it's like that just isn't a good look, especially for an organization that has shown you, like, hey, regardless if you're upset with how they're trying to pay you or how they're not trying to pay you, look at what the Patriots have done. You've seen that with all these Super Bowl runs. They're not going to overpay or quote unquote overpay. They're not going
to. That shit coming to bite us in the ass now, though, Billy. Look at us now.
You get 6 rings. Who gives a fuck right now?
Yeah, I do. Because I'm a fan right now. I want to wait till I'm fucking 50, 60 and we win it again.
Hey. Well, you're privileged enough to bandwagon on it when you were young. So you can't complain now.
Man, I'm telling
you can't complain now.
Hey, wait till I get Buddy on the show. He's gonna let you know I've been a fan.
Don't say that you haven't, but I'm also I'm also a Ravens bandwagon fan because I jumped on it literally the year 2000.
There's nothing wrong with it. They've been winning your whole entire life, but I'm sure that's not the team that your family grew up like. You know, people are trying to instill you in it. I know why Billy picked the Ravens because he didn't want to be like his dad or whatever the story was.
Billy, they don't know Michael Moore. If it ain't about the church, Michael Moore wasn't in it. My granddad just started watching football when I got older, because when I come home, hey, you got the game. So now, Billy, man, I picked my own teams. But now, real quick, shout out to Dre. He wanted to be with us tonight, but he
Big shout out, Dre.
got a promotion, company truck. He was gonna get on the jump, but he got to move a little more safe now. He said that he wanted to say about the Lamar situation because he wanted to tune in on. He said tired of disrespect. Feel like Lamar getting disrespected, as do I. He a winner. Just pay him. And last but not least, come to Houston.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad about
Christian, okay, Christian. So let me ask you: if you're Houston, do you trade the second overall pick, your next year's first, this year's second, and next year's second to get Lamar Jackson?
Nah, I'm not trading that much.
Why not?
I feel like it's as bad as they are, or at least were, they need more than just a quarterback. And I'm not going to trade. What is that? 2 firsts, 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm not trading that much for Lamar. I mean, again, you got to keep in mind he's been hurt 2 years in a row. I think he has a 1-3 record in the playoffs.
So real fast, Christian, I'm gonna let you continue right after this. But Lamar's only missed 5 games in the past 2, or 5 games each season in the last 2 seasons. Right. It's not like he's getting these huge, horrible season-ending injuries. He's just missing the latter part of the season.
But isn't that the most important part of the season?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. But I was just trying to throw it in there to see if maybe that could if that's the way we're looking at it.
Well, I was just saying.
Go ahead. How many of those games did he play in but leave to go poop? That's a question we got to.
1.
1 that we know of.
That's true. But then
serial pooper.
So I'm going to raise it one more time to as the Ravens organization, Joe Flacco won the Super Bowl first before he got paid. He bet on himself, and I don't think Lamar. And I think that's another thing a lot of fans are looking at is like Lamar should bet on himself one more time and see what we can do. Because if he won a Super Bowl, the Ravens have to pay him whatever he's asking for, and then that's the end of the fucking story, right?
I think Baltimore should have did what the Eagles are about to do. They're about to pay Jalen Hurts before the shit gets out of hand. Which Baltimore should have paid Jackson when he won the MVP. Go and pay him before the bar raises, which they knew was going to happen eventually.
But they tried. But
they're going to end up like fucking Kansas City, who had to pay $500 million because Pat Mahomes.
But Pat Mahomes' contract now looks like a budget deal.
Well, they actually
Danny Dimes just got
his contract.
Yeah, they've done it the last 2 years. They have reconstructed in the last 2 years to make it fit with what's going on.
Right. Which I feel like Baltimore could have did that.
Could have, but I don't think it's really a strange. Pat Mahomes also had already won a Super Bowl before the contract, though. Is another thing I'm going to say. Like
that's what Christian's saying. Pay them before they get to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts done showed you second year in. I'll take it to the Super Bowl.
Third year.
Now, so let's go ahead and pay our guy. We got our quarterback.
Christian saying when Lamar won MVP of the league, and they get him paid real quick before he start, wanting real money because this dude good.
Right.
But he never replicated that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Flacco ain't win no fucking MVP though.
But Jalen Hurts didn't say it as well. He didn't say, "Hey, I'm ready to get paid." They just were smart and was like, "Hey, let's pay him now because the market's gonna not market. What is it? Whatever the market value is gonna skyrocket when it's time to pay him."
No, but that's the thing too. Is they tried to do it last year, but Lamar. So he said once the season starts, we're done negotiating. So they tried, but then out of respect to Lamar, again, they did respect him enough to when the season starts, you don't want to do any more contract negotiations because he's doing it himself, and he wanted to focus on football and trying to win a Super Bowl. So that's understandable and that's admirable. But they did what he asked, and now they're in that position because I do think a big thing is not having an agent. I don't know how big it is because I've never been there, so I don't know if it is one of those things where it's like, oh, we could have done this, and this, but because you wanted to, because think about it. If he had an agent, there could have been an agent negotiating this season, the whole season, instead of Lamar, because he could have had his agent do the quote unquote dirty work for him during the season, but that's not how it worked.
Right. I think overall it's running sour. It's running its course. It's running what they say the dry the well dry. Like it's already it really isn't even recovering from here. He doesn't want to be there. He feels like they're doing him wrong. They're feeling like he's asking for too much. So he's really.
And I don't think it's. See, that's another thing that I think is getting out of hand is that we're saying he's asking for too much because I think he's asking for too much guaranteed money.
Yeah,
is what it is. Not the
guaranteed.
fact that he's not valued or not. They don't want to pay him. I think it's the president of the rest of the league also. That's a big thing on owners, and that's something else that we're scared to talk about because we love the players and we love what they do, and it's like it's all for them. That's the whole point. Like I don't like the Ravens because of the owner. I like it because of the players. So it's like we could sit there and say it for all of our teams. Like who likes the owner, especially y'all. Y'all probably hate your owner. I would too. But it's like
that's my owner cool as shit.
Hell yeah. But it's like
he getting strippers and whatnot.
Massage therapist.
And he only got, you know what, man? Fuck that. He only got a hand job. I mean, Jesus Christ. The dude's and he has a hand job. We're crucifying this man. Like, dang, somebody has to touch your wee-wee eventually. He's worth billions of dollars. He's not going to cheat.
In certain positions, you can't do certain things. How would y'all like to walk in, your boss getting a hand job? Man?
Bro, if your wife dies and you're old and shit, I mean, you're getting a little handy from some lady. Is that a big deal?
She probably got a $20,000 tip just to rub a tip. Come on, man.
I like that long because he's old.
Either way, back to the Joe Flacco thing. If y'all would get Lamar,
he won a Super Bowl first, though. That's
but look at what he had. The weapons. Name a weapon is good. Y'all ain't never gave fucking Lamar no Anquan Bolden, no Jacoby Jones, no
shit. There ain't no Anquan Bolden in the league no more.
It don't matter. He can get anybody. Lamar ain't never had a wide receiver on their team.
He doesn't have a wide receiver, but he has Mark Andrews. He's had a
Mark Andrews hurt a lot. He be hurt a lot.
But that stuff, that's not that far.
He's diabetic.
When he gets hey.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Easy. But no, really though. I mean, ain't they far Mark Andrews get hurt?
Yeah, bro, but it is though.
I mean, he gets hurt.
You know why Mark Andrews was getting hurt? Because he the target. He the main target.
True.
He put out there on the island, a linebacker and a safety. They on his ass.
But look at what the Ravens have done. They've gotten so many tight ends. We drafted 3 tight ends last year. Isaiah Likely looks like a fucking stud. If Mark Andrews wasn't on the team, Isaiah Likely would be close to Mark Andrews.
Likely the number one.
Hey, is Mark Andrews really diabetic?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
I watch a lot of football.
Great.
I have a life.
Yeah, I just really don't have a life.
Either way, Billy. Give him an Anquan, and I ain't talking about he got to beat Anquan Bolden, but Hollywood, right. He's not a number 3.
Who?
I mean, he a number 3. That's
anybody talk about number 3. I'm gonna just shut up. I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but that Hollywood a number 3, bro. He's not number 2. Anquan Bolden, Lee, give me a 2.5, bro, a 2, something like that. Like, nah, bro. Even Jacoby Jones wasn't no dominant at, but he was a good number 2.
Yeah.
Jacoby Jones?
Jacoby Jones was the number 3 that year because we also had Torrey Smith.
Torrey Smith was, but Jacoby Jones had more yards in the Super Bowl than.
But that's only because he was a deep threat. He didn't catch anything but deep passes. He was just a stretch the field.
Who the fuck could do that? I mean,
you talking about now?
Hollywood was supposed to be a deep threat, and
he dropped the ball every time.
Get that motherfucker to him, and it'll just go through his hand.
And it's a lot of it's silly too, man. The arguments for Lamar, like he has his MVP year, he had the highest pocket passer rating, and again, that's like this like little like sticky stat or this whatever. But we're talking about Lamar's this great athlete, but let's talk about him in the pocket. He has the highest rating, higher than Aaron Rodgers, higher than Patrick Mahomes, higher than any quarterback you want. Lamar had a higher passer rating than this.
I just say that gets overlooked because he's a black quarterback. Let's just put it out there. I mean, if you see a black quarterback, you assume they can run, probably not the best passer. And they're just putting that narrative on him like he can't pass.
Why doesn't Jalen Hurts have that?
That is that is the problem.
You think
they were saying that he needs to work on his passing? Huh?
You think Lamar or Jason? You think Jalen Hurts has the same tagline as Lamar?
Right. And he has to work to get out of it. That's why they keep saying how, he's developed more of a better passer. That's why he had to transfer. He wasn't a good thrower as Tua. And I mean, we all seen Lamar Jackson put up good passing stats. He led the league in passing. I believe it was passing yards his MVP season.
No, he only had 3,000 yards.
Yeah, he
okay, so it was QBR he led the league in.
Yes, QBR he did lead the league in.
But, and then what about touchdowns? Well, he had 36. Was that the number one in the league?
That was number one with only 6 interceptions.
But they say he can't pass.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is silly. Like that argument in itself is dumb. If you want to talk about money and you want to talk about value and worth and whatever, that's okay. We can talk about that. But we're not about to sit here and say Lamar is not a top tier quarterback.
And again, we all can agree he was putting up those stats with no number one receiver.
Not a one.
His target was a tight end who was he a rookie that year?
Mark Andrews was the number one
guy. Rookie the same year Lamar was.
And then Hollywood Brown.
A tight end who was in his second year in the league was his leading receiver.
Yep. So I also want to talk about the sacks, and this doesn't get talked about either. So Lamar, his MVP year, he was only sacked 23 times. The next year was 29, and then the year before last year was 38, that's a lot. That's Russell Wilson numbers right there.
That was the year Marshall Yanda retired, right? Is the year he got sacked 38 times?
Yep.
Yeah, once he retired, that line went down.
I told you, shitty old offensive line. It don't matter, bro. Your offensive line got to be solid everywhere. You can have 4 solid offensive linemen. If it's a gap in that, good defensive coach is going to exploit the fuck out of that shit.
I didn't disagree with you. I said he had a great O-line his MVP season until Yanda retired, and then that offensive line fell apart. Then they tried bringing in the Steelers left tackle from Army, who's like 6'11". That dude got beat up. I'm pretty sure that was the year that he gave up 38 sacks. I'm pretty sure Villanueva gave up 15 of them.
And all those fucking penalties.
But again, Jackson definitely ran himself into a lot of sacks. Just trying to create.
Sometimes, Christian, but goddamn, I 2 seconds. If I'm that athletic, if I see the shit collapsing, I'm gonna try to make some shake. Fuck.
These pass rushers ain't slow now.
On those design quarterback runs, if it's a tackle for a loss, is that a sack?
No. Design runs, they've changed it. Yeah, they've changed it where if it's a designed run, it's a rushing attempt.
But how do they know it's a design run if he just gets it and he's just fucking shaking around back there?
So apparently after the game, that's why like fantasy, like they do those like adjusted stats or whatever, is because that was a designed run, not a sack.
Well, I would sit down with Greg Roman after the game and be like, yeah, no, that was a designed run. He just didn't go anywhere.
Right.
He never got sacked the entire season.
No, I think it's an established like a board of something to help those stats. But so all right, so let's do the last part of the segment because we've been going on because obviously it's easy. But so Lamar Jackson, if he doesn't end up in Baltimore, I think he plays for us next year. But if he doesn't end in Baltimore, Antonio, where do you think he's going to go?
Coming to New England, baby.
Legitimately, do you think that or do you just want that?
Nah, Meek Mill already text Robert Kraft. Hey, man, I told you my owner cooler than yours. We fuck with rappers, baby.
Hey, he already came out and said he wants to play for Dan Campbell.
You talking about Meek Mill, the same dude that got bodied by a singing person?
It don't hit because you can't say the word.
Hey, at least he didn't get done like 6'9".
Christian, you got to help me out for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The line and back-to-back.
Christian,
said what?
He just told you he had CTE, so yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what you're talking about anymore.
Yeah, man.
The rap song against Meek Mill, back-to-back, where he says you're getting bodied by a singing person.
Drake.
Yeah. What does Drake say?
Hey, Matt, where you think he going?
He's just trying to leverage you to say
I just needed some help.
No, I'm sorry. The whole thing went over my head. My PTE's kicking in.
Matt, where are you going, man?
I will say during this season, there was rumors about him being, or like right after the season ended, like rumors of him like being traded and going elsewhere. He was riding scooters around in Detroit, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Jared Goff is the guy in our ownership, and Dan Campbell have said it a million times this offseason. I think the one owner crazy enough to allow his team to pull it off is the Colts, Jim Irsay. That dude's a wild card. He might wake up, rail a line off a prostitute or something, and then he's like, let's go get Lamar. And that's probably what's going to happen.
I would hate to see him in Indy.
Christian, what about you?
He would look fast in Indy.
I would like him to end up in Detroit. Being biased, being a Lions fan, that's what I've been battling with it back and forth. I like golf. I like what we got going, but sometimes you got to pull the trigger. We talked about it in the group chat earlier, and hey, I mean, sometimes you got to make that big move to make that big move. So, hey, go on Detroit.
So I also think it's going to be Indianapolis only based on, I think, Atlanta. And again, Tonio's been ripping me for just saying suck for one more year to go get Caleb Williams. But I think Atlanta really feels like if they start Desmond Ridder for 17 games, they're not winning maybe but 2, maybe 3. So I think maybe they're out of it. A lot of people are saying Atlanta. Some people are saying Miami. But I think Indianapolis is the easiest one, especially for the Ravens, who I don't think CJ Stroud or Bryce Young are going to be there. So I think the Ravens, if they take Will Levis, I think they're going to go probably back to more the Flacco method to just see if that's something that they can work out.
Yeah, bro. Y'all going to go to the Flacco method with Mac Jones.
Nah, Mac Jones doesn't have a strong enough arm to be the Flacco.
Not even close.
No matter. What's his name? Christian showed you the
Bailey Zappi, maybe.
Christian showed you the clip of what's his name?
Dilfer.
Dilfer wide open. So
he's got a receiver wide open, and then she goes out of bounds.
All right. Wow. So let's after a little more talk, let's move on to one more potential free agent. Well, I mean, technically. Aaron Rodgers. So last week, our Facebook page actually got a lot of comments and stuff on the reel we created. So Aaron Rodgers leaving Green Bay. I think it's time for the Jets to just get out of this business completely. And again, I'm going to go right back to the same shit. Hey, let's suck for one more year. I think the next draft class is going to be so much better with Caleb Williams and Drake Maye. I think it's just imperative that these teams that aren't going to get a quarterback, a CJ Stroud or a Bryce Young, if you're not getting those quarterbacks, what are you really doing?
But the Jets are too good to get a top 2 pick.
You said what?
The Jets are too good to get a top 2 pick.
But I think they can create a trade enough to go up. And I think if you start Zach Wilson next year, I think the Jets suck. I think they win maybe 4 games.
They didn't sign some type of veteran?
No, they lost Mike White. Mike White went to Miami. They have Zach Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah, Zach Wilson's going to give that veteran hell every day in practice.
I see what you did there. Do y'all think the Jets need to get out? Tony, what about you? I know that we've been all the shit on Aaron Rodgers because he sucks, but should the Jets get out of this and try to figure something else out?
I'm doubling down on my stance from last week. Like, what if Aaron Rodgers gets there and he don't like the receiving corps? Only person he like is fucking Lazard.
And that's what my big take is.
Same situation as it is in Green Bay. He's just gonna shit on them and fucking when he get interviewed, they gonna be like, "Oh, we'll beat your ass, cause this ain't Green Bay, like this dirty jersey, dirty jersey. Well, who'll fuck you up out here?" Actually, New Rutherford is very beautiful. I just don't. I don't know, bro. I just
give me 1 second. I'll be right.
All right. I just don't.
Sorry, John.
Sorry, John. I just don't think that Aaron Rodgers is the fit for them. That's just me though. That's just me. He could be. Like I said, once again, I'm gonna keep reiterating that I don't think he sucked, but I just don't think he good for the Jets. What you think, Matt?
I think he's great for the Jets because anything is better than Zach Wilson. And I think this is the most talented wide receiver room that Aaron Rodgers had ever had. He's never thrown – the only first-round player he's ever thrown a touchdown to is Mercedes Lewis.
I don't care about that, though, man.
He's not even a receiving threat anymore.
You act like exactly. Greg Jennings was sorry. You had like Jordy Nelson was sorry. Like
No.
That was a solid.
They weren't, but those are players. It's kind of like Julian Edelman and Tom Brady. Like, you think Julian Edelman does any of that without Tom Brady? Like, he might, but I doubt it. Like, those are players like that. Like, Devontae Adams, obviously, he's out here showing that he's a dog. Like, he didn't need Aaron Rodgers, and that was a question when he got traded. Like, is he going to be this without Aaron Rodgers? And he definitely is.
So basically, they were
Jordy,
like, well, I was just gonna say Jordan Nelson and those guys were just fit the system, basically.
yeah, like they fit. Like, they did exactly what Aaron Rodgers wanted them to do, and they're on the same page. And they just made shit happen.
He had good receivers because they did what he wanted them to do. They don't make them sorry at all.
No, but he's never had a talent-wise, he's never had it. I'm not saying that they're not good or bad wide receivers, but as a talent-wise, it's going to be the most talented group he's played with.
I mean,
I think it's just a bad fit. Like Tonio said, good quarterback. He just it's too much surrounding him. They got a young core coming up. You don't need that distraction, all that unnecessary stuff. You know,
But,
just
I mean, they're already in New York. Like, it's going to be almost no difference adding Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to ask him, like, hey, how's playing with Aaron Rodgers? They're still going to have the same press coverage.
Rodgers going to give
questions. The questions are just going to be different. Like, how's your 48-year-old quarterback? Oh, he's the best quarterback we've ever played with, as Zach Wilson cries in the corner.
And that's what they don't need. Let Zach Wilson cry in the corner. Let your starter do what he does, talk his receivers up. Rodgers going to give the monotone, well, we're not playing too good right now, but just relax. Nobody got time for that shit. You're in New York.
Zach Wilson fucks his mom. I think no one's talking about that.
What was that?
Zach
Wilson fucks his mom.
Did you say he fucks?
He fucks moms.
He's fucked other people's moms, so why not Aaron
His best
Rodgers?
friend's mom.
Who? And this is in college?
Yeah.
No, this is like last year.
Oh, wow.
Well, his best friend from college.
Oh, so he got it's over for him. Not only is it bad on the field, it's bad in the locker room and his personal life.
Nah, you're not hearing what they saying, Chris. God damn, get yourself checked out. He said, what if Zach Wilson fucks Aaron Rodgers' mom, bro?
Oh, I thought you said he did that to another teammate.
He has.
He did it.
He said he did.
Yeah, but the original question was, what if he fucks Aaron Rodgers' mom?
That shit ain't happening. Rodgers ain't letting it happen.
Was he gonna kill him?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is he gonna kill him?
I don't know. But Rodgers ain't
gonna send him to the darkness.
He might do that.
Hey, Billy, take your phone.
Me?
Yeah, your name's Billy.
Anyway, also real fast too. I want to talk about. No, we're not. I'll do it next week because my phone's gonna die. But if Lamar would be doing the shit that fucking Aaron Rodgers is doing, we would be talking about Lamar like he is the worst fucking person ever.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of crazy for the situation that they're both in, trying to get out. You think that's it?
Is it, or is
what
it
I would say?
One is a 4-time MVP, has a Super Bowl,
right,
and the other has an MVP.
And I was gonna say he's just a bit
He's in the MVP talk. If he didn't have no MVP, sure, but he got an MVP and he got years left. Aaron Rodgers, I told you last week, them forced ass MVPs.
Hey, but he still got it though.
That 2009 ass Super Bowl, like ain't nobody talking about my boy Trent. He got a fucking Super Bowl.
The thing is, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to play. Lamar doesn't have to play either, but he's still only 25, 26. He wants to keep playing. Aaron, he could just walk away and be like, all right, fuck it. You guys don't want to do what I want to do? I'm going to go play golf in California.
He should just walk away. He ain't winning shit else. That's why he shouldn't go to the Jets.
All right. So speaking of a quarterback who's just down on his luck and is going to suck forever, is Russell Wilson going to suck forever, or do we think Sean Payton turns him around?
No.
I think Payton turns him around.
Why not, Matt?
I think he has to get better than what he played last year. It's like almost guaranteed if he plays another full 17 games, it should be better than last year.
Yeah.
What he did last year in Mr. Unlimited, his fucking it's so ingrained in his head now that he's just going to keep thinking like, oh, I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I don't think we're going to see prime Russell Wilson again. I think he plays out another year or two in Denver, and then Sean ships him out, doesn't resign him, cuts him, whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Christian, are you on the same crazy train that Matt is on with Ozzy Osbourne or no?
I feel like it's I'm the complete opposite. I think it's gonna turn around. I don't think we'll get the same Russell Wilson we got in Seattle, but I think we'll definitely see a big improvement. Rookie coach, new system, whole new team. Was that?
What's gonna change for us to see this improvement?
I think just the quarterback, the system. I think it's gonna be more quarterback friendly, more he's gonna have a coach that knows what he's doing and he's been there. So I think he's gonna get Russell Wilson. Was that
as a head coach? I think Hackett is a good offensive coordinator. I think it was the situation.
And some people are just there.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like going off topic, but I'm gonna shift right back. Josh McDaniels. Come on, it's the second time he ain't getting it right. He's got weapons, so maybe he's a good coordinator. Not all coordinators are good head coaches. It's a whole different
Also, Russ was the backup plan to getting Aaron Rodgers in Denver with Nathaniel Hackett, but that didn't work out. So then they're like, "Fuck, let's just get a quarterback," and they got Russ.
Because Russ
came in with his whole squad. He has his own quarterback coach, his own crew,
his own office. Shit.
Just basically eliminated himself from the team and made you come and knock on his door to talk to him. Marshawn Lynch can't even get a hold of the guy.
Like, he had his own office. Like, who does that? You're not in a damn front office. Why do you have your own office?
Tonio, real fast before you go, I also want to say though, like we're giving Russ shit, and we should be. I want to make that clear. We should be giving him shit, but at the same time, Marshawn talked a lot of shit about Russ. If I'm Russ, I probably don't want to talk to that motherfucker either. Marshawn was like, "You're gonna give it to this fucking whack ass, square ass dude and let him throw the fucking ball instead of me. Fuck that guy." Like, yeah, I don't want to talk to that dude really either. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying like that it's the right way to go, but I understand Russ's position.
I don't know. I feel like
shit.
No, I feel like Marshawn sees the truth, says the truth. Like there's no like filter or anything with Marshawn. It's like what you get out of him, what he says is the truth, or his truth at least.
Absolutely. I'm not saying again, that's why I said in the first, like I'm not saying it's the wrong way, but I'm just saying from Russ's point of view, like, yeah, I don't want to talk to that dude who's just talking mad shit about me. It's one thing to say we should have ran the ball, but it's another thing to be like, hey, this square ass dude, this fucking whack, no personality ass motherfucker, like that's who's gonna throw the ball. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying we should have ran the ball.
I also think Sherm also said that people need to like fucking call Russ's agent to get a hold of him too. Like, I don't know what their relationship is with Sherman, but obviously it should be a good one. He won him a Super Bowl, so
you're gonna cover me with
got him to a Super Bowl.
You gonna get?
Yeah.
Anyway,
hey man, I love Crabtree too.
Anyway, I think with Matt, I'm going with Matt, and I think I'm gonna go a step further to just allude to Russell Wilson got exposed, and he's been protected by great defense his whole career. He only had one.
Denver had a better defense in Seattle.
Huh?
Denver this year. Sorry.
You said Denver they had?
Yeah, a way better defense.
Yeah, there was a point where if they would have just scored a touchdown in like 7 games, they would have won.
Yes, exactly.
Shut up, both of y'all. God damn, rude. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, they had a better defense, but when in there, at least he threw when they was winning, at least he threw more than 16 fucking touchdowns, bro. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? 16 and 11 is the numbers you give me? Come on, bro. Like,
that's why I say, I mean, it took a drastic drop. That nobody takes a drop like that. Like from being good to terrible. That's why it's got to be something in there. The coaching, the system. He had the players. He's 1 year removed from having a decent season last year.
Ain't nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. Peyton went to Denver and made Gary Kubiak remembered as a good coach.
Right, but you just don't fall off the earth like he did. That shit just doesn't happen.
No,
it hasn't happened before, so I doubt that's the reason now. This could be the first time we've seen it.
No, watch this. Nnamdi Asomugha.
Yeah.
But
Well,
again,
they were
it was
like,
his
"Oh,
system.
you
It
did
was it
only
wasn't that he
man
was a
coverage?
bad corner.
Don't
It
play
was that
zone."
he was putting a bad system. He's a man guy. They wanted to run zone.
Billy, and you know how I know that if he played better, they win. Like all I need for Russ is to get to 4 more touchdowns and 4 less interceptions. That's his Super Bowl number. That's the year he won the Super Bowl. I know he protected by defense because when he won the Super Bowl, he only threw 20 fucking touchdowns. You mean to tell me 20 touchdowns wins you the whole season? No, that defense was amazing. So if you throw
Marshawn Lynch.
if you throw 4 more fucking touchdowns and 4 less interceptions, maybe Denver's in a playoff run. So it's definitely him getting exposed. So we're not gonna sit here and act like Russ only had 1 year where he had 40 touchdowns ever. Like
That's a lot.
But
I know it's a lot, but he averaged like 26.
But you're comparing what he did 10 years ago in the Super Bowl. Talk about his last 5 years in Seattle. Read those stats.
That's what I'm reading. 2020, 40 touchdowns.
No, read them from 5 years ago? From 16, 17 up.
Christian, it's 2023.
Right, but you're comparing what he did in 2012 in the Super Bowl. That was damn 10 years ago.
No, I'm not. I just read his 2020 numbers to you.
You just said if he had 4 more touchdowns, that'd be 20 touchdowns. What he had in the Super Bowl.
No, I'm comparing that to Billy saying that defense was better, that Denver's defense was better, but his numbers, his fall off is crazy. You said go back to the last few years in
Seattle.
The year before he got to Denver, 25-6. The year 2020, 40-13.
Real good. Without an MVP vote.
31-5.
These are good stats.
That's what I'm saying. The fall off, he fell off, bro.
No, but I'm saying you don't just make that big drop in 1 year. It slowly comes.
It's not coaching, bro. It's not coaching. I don't think it's coaching because, like Billy said, Hackett is an offensive coordinator at heart. So, if my defense is better than my fucking offense, and I'm an offensive coordinator as a head coach, it's something wrong with one of them weapons on my offense.
So,
wasn't running back.
All of us as football players before, have you ever seen a drop like that?
Chess.
Yeah, I was on the debate team.
I thought you played linebacker. He's a linebacker, folks. Y'all never seen or even y'all experienced a drop like that. Like you don't go from being good to just straight sorry. We've never seen it.
I mean, I did.
Namdi Asamoah.
But again, everybody even said it was because they want him to run zone. He was just a traveling corner. And they didn't let him do that. He wasn't his own corner.
He was the best at doing it.
And then he was almost about 30.
But then what happened after that? He still did.
That's what I said. He was already about 30. I think he retired.
Nah, he played for the 49ers, had like a decent season, and then retired.
Yeah.
Right. So he played half a year. He didn't play long enough to do anything else.
All right. So real fast, we got to move on because we're already at 45 minutes. Are we going to do free agents or y'all want to move on?
I mean, it's only one person, so you can do the best free agent signing. It's only one person.
We can move on.
All right, we'll save free agents for next week because the Lamar story took up a lot.
The best one is definitely Derek Carr, and we can go.
No,
you're a hater.
No, Derek Carr is not going to do anything. In that
let's go. Moving on. This dude mute man
signing.
We were telling everybody to do their brackets with us and let's have a good time. So Christian, I think, is going to end up being the winner. But there's only one of us that had a Final Four team correct. I just want everybody to guess who it was.
Ding, 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 ding.
I had Miami in the Final Four. I got a lot of flack from most people, not from y'all on the show, actually. So y'all are just amazing human beings. But I got a lot of flack for having Miami in the Final Four, and everybody was like, yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So
kind of want to point the spotlight on the guy that made the bracket who said he was going to be better than us. He's dead last.
All right.
But
I started out hot.
Real hot.
Sizzling.
I was getting a little pissed.
I made my steak and left.
Yeah. Was it sitting on the grill? Is that what happened? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But while we on it, bro, while we on these brackets, because shout out to Christian for winning.
Shout out.
You might not know receivers, but he knows basketball, college ball, how to pick them. I like it. But hey, is college basketball dead, bro? Power 5 teams dead. Like, should they be worried about losing money? Because that's how most of them. Let's go to Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. None of them even made it to the Elite Eight, and that's how they make their money.
So I want to throw a stat out there. I don't think they're dead yet because we literally just saw Kansas win the national championship last year. So I don't want to just disregard these blue bloods in college basketball, because if you go back in the last 20 years, so I only went back 20 years. Maryland in 2002 and Florida in 2006 and 2007. Those are the only non-blue bloods that have won. Villanova's won a national championship, and I think they're a blue blood in college basketball. Duke, North Carolina, Michigan State, Kentucky, Tennessee. Those are your national champions.
When I say it's dead, though, because I know what you're going with, but yeah. I'm talking about as far as these players giving a fuck. Like since it's one and done to the NBA, I don't think you'll ever see team cohesion again. Like, don't nobody expect, because they're gonna go to these Power Fives. The Power Fives gonna make their money, but they're not gonna win shit because these dudes don't give a damn. You think that's what it is? Because last perfect team we seen that had a bunch of Power Fives on it was AD and them.
Yeah.
That was what, 2014?
2012?
Well, yeah. It was somewhere back then.
Yeah.
Bro, and people just getting like crazy, way more talented. I mean, not than them people was talented as fuck. But like we seeing 5 stars just walk out and come on to every team, but they're not winning shit. So do you think that part of basketball is dead? Because I think this me. If I got 5 stars on the court, dog, we should beat everybody by at least 12.
But I think with you saying that, it's like it plays in a role how everybody's one and done. So they're trying to get theirs. They're not worried about team cohesion and chemistry. Let me show the league that I can do this and that, because I'm getting my ass out of here after a year.
So Calipari won, right?
I think a big chip to fall was last year or the year before, Emory Bates, the number 1 player in the nation, going to Memphis.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't do anything, but that was a huge thing where,
who?
I mean,
Emoni
Bates. Emoni Bates.
Yeah,
Emoni Bates.
But
same thing.
Nah. Emory.
Close enough. I got 1 letter away.
You got a lot of
Anyway, Matt, keep going with your point.
But I think the number 1 player in the nation not going to, I mean, he is a Michigan guy. He was planning on going Michigan, Michigan State, or one of the schools in Michigan. But then Penny got him to go to Memphis instead of going to Duke or North Carolina or Kentucky.
But I don't think they count though, Matt, because Memphis. Hey, Derrick Rose, like we can't forget.
But that's not Kentucky. That's not Duke. That's not the big names where like you see players going to.
I mean, Memphis made it with Derrick Rose. There's a different coach there now. It's not like
it is a different coach. One of the most well respected, one of the greatest shooting guards for a few years that we ever seen. Who won't that shit? Like, not to get, I mean, well, we talking college ball, but that shit like Dion. Like, oh shit, I can go play for Prime. I'm going to Colorado. That's the same thing. If yes, it is. Yes, it is. If Penny Hardaway knock on your door, I can make you great. I can get you to the league, but I can make you elite.
But then
Penny, I play football.
After that, Penny has not gotten a top 50 player.
Yeah, and now Emoni Bates is playing for Eastern Michigan. So
why hasn't he? A top 50? Are you insane?
You want to bet me money right now? Tony, I looked it up before the show.
You'll never fucking pay me. I'm not betting you no money. Real quick, while we on college, we're gonna come right back to this. Me and Chris got a $50 bet that Judkins is better than Blake Corum next year. So I just wanted to get it on this episode.
What determines that he's better? What determines that he's better?
Yards.
You got to
First
finish
yards.
with everything's got to come into play.
And
Yards, carry yards, per carry.
and if one of them get in the finalists for the Heisman, automatic dub.
Ole Miss getting anybody in the final
Yeah,
for the
Blake is
Heisman.
going to be a
See,
Heisman
and
finalist.
Junkins already
Tom, that's playing against you. You know damn well Ole Miss is not going to win. It's not going to go undefeated. So they're going to kick him right anyway.
It's already in the lookout for the Heisman for next year, bro. Ain't nobody talking about Cora.
I just want to
Yes,
say
they are.
Ain't nobody talking about Judkins.
Hold on. I just want to throw it out there. Deuce Vaughn was the Heisman favorite to start the year off with and didn't end up as a finalist.
I don't care about him. I'm talking about Judkins.
No shit, Sherlock. I'm just saying that's the fucking. That's
I don't care what you at. See, if you wasn't saying shit to benefit me, I won't hear it. Anyway, yeah. So if
either one of them get injured, deals off. Get that in there.
Anyway, we know your weak ass, bone ass player. He good for it.
Again, while we're preparing for college playoff game, good luck at the Cheez-It Bowl against North Texas or SMU.
Well,
fuck you. First of all, they played in the Tax Slayer Bowl and they lost to Texas Tech. I don't want to hear that shit ever again.
It don't matter because I wouldn't go and lose to.
Okay, good luck at the Monarchy Car Care Bowl. Go rush for 400.
TCU
while you're waiting to watch us on New Year's Day, I'll watch y'all 2 days after.
At least we were there.
So that shit don't count. Like real, at least we showed up.
You'd be salivating.
Right now, we're sitting there talking about going to the national title. Y'all are struggling trying to figure out a game plan to beat Mississippi State.
Bruh,
y'all are fighting for a game plan.
We're talking about what Lane Kiffin's going to do next, and we're talking about winning.
Matter of fact, I hope Ohio State beat y'all, and then we don't have to talk about y'all.
Well, I don't have to hope. Mississippi State does.
Keyword, you hope.
I don't have to hope. Mississippi State does beat y'all.
How about y'all schedule a good team outside of that for y'all schedule?
How about y'all beat a good team first?
Hey, real fast. Let's talk about an actual good team in the University of Georgia. Do we think they can three-peat?
Yeah, if they play Michigan and shit, Michigan.
Well, they'll definitely go 1-0 if they play
Georgia. Georgia put up 77 on them, so they would have put up 103 on Michigan. Sorry ass, because they lost to TCU.
They're not three-peating. They don't have the grand wizard at quarterback, the man with fucking 60 years of experience.
I agree with Matt. I think they gotta. They don't have to rebuild, but definitely reload, and then they gotta get a new quarterback. So
that's not why they not 3-peat.
So.
That's not why.
Oh, what? Ole Miss is going to knock them off?
We definitely going to beat them when we play them this year. But
y'all going to be in a dog fight with Missouri.
They not. We beat the shit out of Missouri. So
this year, y'all be in another dog fight with Missouri.
Either way,
Vanderbilt makes you sweat.
They don't. We beat the shit out of them. Y'all motherfuckers are talking. Y'all in dog fights with North Dakota State. Either way, the reason why they not gonna 3-peat is because of a motherfucker disrespecting Nick Saban in Nick Saban's face. Hey, Jordan has taken over the SEC, and Nick did that. Okay. Hey,
I don't see that.
Motherfucking Benz coming off the lot if they don't win every game.
I think Julio Jones suits up for Bama this year,
bro. Somebody, everybody coming back, or them Benz is coming back.
Them dogs coming out. They ready to eat.
I got a stat of the show. So the last time we saw anyone three-peat was the University of Minnesota. And they three-peated in 1934, 1935, and 1936. That is the last three-peat we have seen. We have only seen 14 college football teams repeat back-to-back. And if you take away co-champions, we've only seen it 3 times for them to be back-to-back national champions, no questions asked.
I think with that quarterback change is going to change
Alabama, Florida, and who else?
USC? No, they repeated.
Florida didn't go back-to-back. Florida did
06 and 08.
No, that was basketball. Florida did 20.
No, same thing with football. They won with Chris Leak and then won with Tebow.
Yeah. But it wasn't – Tim Tebow didn't win his first year starting. Didn't win the national championship. He won the next year.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. It was 06 they won the title, then again in 08.
Oh, 06, 08, yes. Yeah. But But yeah, so I just looking at those numbers alone, like especially with how many great teams that we've had, I just don't think Georgia can three-peat. I think the fact that they fucking had back-to-back, I think was a definite outlier in what we've seen recently. And that maybe that's just a little too much recency bias. What about you, Matt? You think that's crazy?
No, I don't think it's crazy, but I just think old Bazooka Joe down there in Tennessee is going to take him down. So,
Jesus Christ.
that shit is over with. Nick not gonna have the same undisciplined ass team he had last year. That shit. He already told people.
As long as he gets a better running back, he'll be fine.
He already told people, "Hey, you can go somewhere else and get your NIL money." He already not on bullshit, and he probably after he said that he signed 6 more 5-stars. So it was just like, all right.
He said that after eating his 2 moon pies.
We got to move on to the NBA. Antonio.
Nah. It ain't NBA time. Somebody feeling real talkative, so might as well go to Christian's corner.
Bada bang. Christian, what you got?
Hey, so on the segment today, we're gonna go with I got 2 questions, then we're gonna get right to it. Real quick, what you guys think? Anquan Bolden, Steve Smith.
Ooh. Who's going first? Matt, you?
I'm going to say Anquan Bolden. Early years, Anquan Bolden, he hit the scene like harder than anybody like ever. Like I think Anquan Bolden, he had like back-to-back 200 or it was insane. His like first like 4 games in the NFL. Yeah. It was wild. But then he didn't sustain that after he went to the Ravens. But during the Cardinals years with Larry Fitzgerald playing second fiddle, Larry Fitzgerald, he was fucking out of this world. And then he was still great, but it was like, I don't know, Steve. Damn, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Anquan Bolden.
I'll go second, and I'm only taking Anquan Bolden because he was a part of Joe Flacco's best run we've ever seen in the playoffs for a quarterback, and he got Joe out of a lot of 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 7s, caught it over the middle, and got crushed and picked the ball up. Not saying that Steve Smith didn't, but we never got to see Steve in one of those huge playoff runs like that.
Yeah, I'm going Steve Smith because of his personality, but I do want to say Anquan Bolden did go 6 for 104 in the Super Bowl. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just a dog out there. Was just
but I'm going Steve Smith just because, hey, I like a motherfucker that talk shit and back it up and will beat your ass at the same
And he'll say it to your face also.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, you think I should pick you up on fantasy? You going to be in the – hey, come on, bro. Asking DJ Moore that shit to his face.
Ice up, son.
What was that, Christian?
Ice up, son.
Ice up.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. God damn, Christian losing me today.
Like, come on. I'm gonna go Steve Smith. Both of them was physical receivers, but I think Smith was more of a playmaker. So that's really my argument. Moving to the next one. Pass rushers. Jared Allen, Simeon Rice.
Jared Allen.
Oh. Is this prime or
prime?
It's Jared Allen.
It's not. I think it's Simeon Rice. Simeon Rice doesn't get nearly enough credit, especially for that 0-2 Super Bowl win. But Simeon Rice was a fucking dog and just crushed everybody. But now I'm thinking he also had Warren Sapp in the middle of that defense to kind of help a lot of that pass rush. Jared Allen really never had that.
Right.
But I still think I'm going with Simeon Rice. Like he has Super Bowl ring also.
You say him, but you're going off prime though?
Yeah.
Jared Allen had 22 sacks in the season.
Some of those.
Who else has done that? If that's not your prime and you like tie the record, how is that not a win?
I might just be going Super Bowl ring.
I'm going Jerry Rice, and it ain't even because of numbers.
Jerry Rice.
I mean,
do you have a glass of yak?
Jared Allen, and it ain't because I said Jared Rice too, not Jerry.
Yeah.
Go with Jerry. That sounds better. Yeah.
But I'm going Jared Allen just because of the celebration after the sack. Shit was cool as fuck.
Dude, that was fucking pretty sweet, actually. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Jared Allen too. I seen it was a Monday Night Football game against the Bears, the Packers. It might have been Chicago, and he had 3 sacks back to back, and right there kind of sealed the deal for me. I'm like, this guy, shit, he's unbelievable.
Because he also did the whatever, like where you make the lasso thing and then throw it. I don't know. I'm not a cowboy, so I don't know what he's doing. But
yeah, I like Jared Allen. I'm gonna go with Jared Allen. The final and best one. Here we go. Top 5 college football head coaches currently. I'll give y'all some time to think. These are my top 5. I got number 1, Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Number 2, because of longevity and success, I go Dabo Swinney.
Ooh, good one.
Number 3, Kirby Smart. Number 4, Brian Kelly. Number 5, yours truly, Jim Harbaugh. I put Harbaugh at 5 because, hey, he's won everywhere he's went. Name another coach that's doing better than he is. He won at Stanford.
Nick Saban.
What did he have to work with? San Diego State. And look what he's doing in Michigan. Although, yeah, it took us a little minute to get where we are, but we were in deep shit. He got us out of it.
Different landscape also.
Right. He got us out of it. He got that baby rolling. So number 5, I'm gonna close it out with Jim Harbaugh.
So while I like those numbers, I like that you put Brian Kelly in there because he doesn't get enough respect, especially from Tonio, who just doesn't understand coaching.
Fuck that fake voice ass, bitch ass motherfucker, man. Hey, Matt.
You can hate his personality. I'm just asking you to judge him off his coaching and his success.
Tonio can't do that.
I didn't say you take him to the bar.
South and you fake an accent, get him out of here. I don't care what you do.
I'll do that with y'all, but I also number 1 is Nick Saban, obviously. Number 2 is Kirby Smart, just because he's coaching better than Nick Saban right now. Number 3, y'all probably aren't going to like this as much, but I have Kyle Whittingham from Utah.
I like it. I respect it.
He wins so much with nowhere close to.
I put it on there.
That must be Andrew.
I'm not copying you.
Take it easy, Christian. You're the only one with a lowercase name right now. But so Kyle Whittingham is number 3. I'm gonna put Joey McGuire at number 4 for obvious reasons. And Brian Kelly's my number 5. I'm leaving Harbaugh out because it did take him a little longer. Brian Kelly came into LSU with a shitty program, not a great roster, and got to an SEC championship game in the hardest conference in football.
Dabo doesn't crack your top 5?
I think Dabo, if he doesn't have an absolute stud at quarterback, I don't think his teams know what to do.
Fair.
All right.
And I think that takes – and that's another reason why I have Brian Kelly and Kyle Whittingham in there, is because they're doing it with less talent, and they're still winning the games that they need to win.
I respect that, Whittingham.
Appreciate that.
All right. So
Matt, you already got your list ready to go.
Yeah, so I wrote this out. I'm not copying Billy, but I'm going to go Nick, number 1. I think that's obvious, clear, wash your hands of it. So really the top 4 after Nick. Then I'm going to go real bias here, Jim. Jim is number 2. But then I'm going to go Kyle Whittingham, number 3, same as Billy.
Respect.
I think what he's doing in Utah,
year in and year out.
I don't know how he's recruiting in Utah, but he's winning out there. He's following the Hogs, the Harleys out on the field. He's killing it. He's killing it. Then I'm going to go Kirby. He's winning back-to-back. It's hard to not put him in your top 5, even though whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go Lincoln Riley, number 5.
Ooh.
Oh, my fucking picks.
All I say is, please, I don't want to hear anybody put Lane Kiffin in front of Jim Harbaugh. Tonio, you can go.
Jim Harbaugh not making my shit. Sorry.
Right, so if he doesn't make it, you better not put Lane Kiffin in there.
He suck my ass.
Lane Kiffin?
Number 1, Nick Saban. Number 2, Kirby. I'm going my shit just because I just like the way they doing this shit. My number 3, I'm going with Lincoln Riley. My number 4 probably
I
gonna.
think you have him that high.
My number 4 probably gonna shock y'all, but this dude is the only person to ever take a fucking group of 5 program to the playoffs. I'm going with Luke Fickell. I'm excited to see what the fuck he do in Wisconsin with.
I like that.
Like
Yes.
Better everything. He got sauce there to the NFL doing this dude. So I'm excited to see what he can do with better recruiting, better weapons. He do got to play y'all. He do got to play Ohio State, but if he can, I don't think he beat y'all right off. But if he can keep it close, because Maryland kept it close with y'all. Fucking Illinois almost beat y'all. So if he
the fact that you keep comparing everybody to Michigan lets me know that they ain't shit to be played with.
No, I'm just talking about teams in this conference.
But you compared all of them to beating Michigan and how they
Wisconsin in the same conference as y'all, Christian.
But why would you compare them to what they did to us instead of Ohio State, Penn State?
Because y'all won the conference.
Y'all won. Come on, what the fuck are we doing? Is this not a show of analytics?
Go ahead.
You want me to talk about? Hey, number 3.
I want you to just say Williams is the best running back in the country. That's what I want.
Bro, let me finish number 3.
Go ahead.
All right, Odell.
Hold on. No, before you finish.
All right, Jerry Rice.
But I'm saying though, he's just comparing them to Michigan. They won the conference.
Right. I got you.
Now, okay. I just want to make that clear.
Ohio State. Why the fuck am I talking about them?
We're the big Wolverines on campus.
You said you love them.
And my number 5, get your popcorn ready. It's fucking Lane Kiffin. I don't care what y'all say. I'm biased. Billy get to put in Joey McGuire. I'm putting in fucking Lane Kiffin.
Turn his camera off.
Okay. Well, no,
I like Lane Kiffin.
New guy to the show. I'm giving directions to people and shit.
I hate everything Antonio stands for, but I like Lane Kiffin.
Get Christian back in the thing. Don't fuck it.
I'm taking off my buddy list.
Hey, see, Matt like Lane Kiffin, bro. It ain't about the winning with Lane, bro. I want him to win, but Lane funny as fuck. I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care if he's funny. Can he coach?
Yes,
I don't care about that. If you're making an
He
entertainment,
tells great jokes.
He didn't look bad at FAU. He didn't look bad.
Is the man winning? Ain't seen him to a playoff game yet. Ain't seen him.
Even a playoff game. Tonio, he hasn't even been to the SEC championship game.
Hey, Billy, guess who we got to play? Who do y'all play in relations? I got to play.
Oh, my goodness. What coach is going to say it? I can't be a good coach because I can't beat him.
Christian, y'all got to beat one team. That's it. Every year, one team. Ohio State. That's it.
Throw Penn State in there.
And Penn State.
Oh, my God. They were butt. And y'all know it.
But
they were. They won the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of them.
It don't matter. They was butt. Let's be for real. Alabama would beat the shit out of Penn State. We got to play them. LSU last year would have beat the shit out of Penn State. We got to play them.
Kelly sucks.
Shut up. Still sucks.
Brian Kelly is trash. But Penn State would lose. Penn State would beat LSU.
He's just riding the name. That's it. They don't even need. He probably don't even call plays. They don't listen to him.
Penn State had the second oldest quarterback, Sean Clifford. He's been there since I was a senior in high school.
Yeah, Clifford been there forever.
But yeah, Christian's corner never disappoints, man. And it's time
to get to Christian.
Huh? Oh shit! Yeah, Christian went first.
I started off.
What the fuck?
Well, I would like to throw out
motherfuckers today.
I'd like to throw out an honorable mention though.
Who?
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Jonathan Smith from Oregon State.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I really like Oregon State next year. I think they fuck around in the Pac-12 next year.
Yeah. Slap around Lincoln.
Well, that's gonna wrap up Christian's corner.
Hell yeah, that was good.
That was good. I like that, Christian. I like that. And now it's time to get into, where I reign king. Speaking of king, LeBron can't. Hey, yeah, it's me.
Shit, I thought I was talking about Ole Miss.
Yeah, I reign king there too. But LeBron, somebody changed the shit to LeBron comes back to lose. What a dickhead, Billy.
I changed it. That's the first note.
LeBron comes back to lose.
LeBron came back and we got the same notes. I don't think Billy could see my notes. I don't know why.
Yeah, I didn't until like before the show.
Yeah, LeBron comes. I could have been before you, but LeBron comes back, and they do lose. They get the shit beat out of them by the Bulls. But to their point, the Bulls are fucking 7-1.
They're fighting their ass off to get in that tournament.
Yeah.
On the road since they came back. But LeBron, for a night coming off the bench, from being rusty as fuck from 13 games, from him being the most amazing basketball player we ever seen because his foot healed on its own, no surgery. What kind of crazy shit is that? He said, I went to the LeBron James of foot doctors. And he said, you don't need surgery. And he came back. Like, of course, he came out rusty, but as soon as he got on, he played 30 minutes on a minutes restriction. I've never seen a 30-minute restriction.
On an old-ass fucking player, too.
Yeah, Darvin Ham got to get it. Robert Horry went in on Darvin Ham because when LeBron came back, it was like everybody was just like, all right, LeBron back. Here you go. Instead of doing what the fuck they did before while he was out, winning.
Which I figured they would do.
Yeah, I mean, but
I
they
want to throw out Zion on a minutes restriction plays 9 less minutes than LeBron, and Zion is fucking 20 years younger than LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. KD on a minutes restriction. He played 21 minutes when he
first he can be healthy and they still gonna send him the whole game.
Yeah, see, so I don't get it. I don't get what Darvin Ham doing. I also don't get what the fuck is going on with AD's mental. Like LeBron gone, hey, I'm going 36-6. LeBron first night back, yeah, I don't want to shoot it 8 times. Bro, he been trying to hang you this shit since the bubble. Like the shit.
I gotta ask, what is the problem with AD? Like where I've never played basketball in other than when I played for the Kings back in the day. But like what as a basketball player, why when someone's coming back or someone else is a part of the team, why are you not trying to still be a dog? Why are you just taking a back seat? And not only a back seat, you're in the fucking 4th row of the minivan, not just the back seat.
Austin Reeves still the second best player on the fucking Lakers when LeBron there. What the fuck?
I think AD's just not competitive. He's just a talented guy. And he really don't give a fuck.
Not it, Kristen. We seen him go 35-8 multiple games since
right. But I'm saying you play outside with somebody, you play pickup basketball. A guy might go off one game, but if he's not competitive, he's just out there going through the motions. But he's so talented, he can't help but to score.
Christian, me and you done played playoff. We done
that was playoff basketball.
We done played basketball against each other and with each other. I go off every chance I get. But if you hot, I want you to go off too. You don't won a lot of games for us.
But that's the thing. You're competitive. He might not be, so he don't give a damn.
I don't think it's the competitive spirit. I think he gets big bro by LeBron, and I don't think LeBron trying to big bro him. And it's like, and I don't get it because if you look at that bubble year, LeBron led the league in assists because of AD. Yep. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, bro, I'm passing you the ball. Be aggressive. I was excited, not because Tristan Thompson is good, but because they needed a center with some fucking weight. Because Wenyen Gabriel, while he has a high motor, I like his motor. He got to be 185, bro. Like 6'10", 185. He can't do shit with no center in the fucking Western Conference.
Right.
Like shit. And they look good when they play together, but if AD on the 4 and Wenyen in the paint by itself, that's an easy bucket for anybody. Big, athletic guard. So I was hoping, because maybe AD just tired of banging, but
he never started.
He did though.
He's still not banging he's not banging in the paint. He's not even banging.
It depends on who he played with. I watched them the other night when they played OKC, and he had fucking. What's her name guarding him? The little 6'8", 6'9" guard. He was guarding him. AD spin moves, looking like fucking Hakeem Olajuwon going to the paint, dunking on the day. And I'm just like, oh shit. When Bron get back, they finna make a run, and it's like. Nah.
The other day, it was a guard got switched on him, and he's screaming for the ball. He doesn't do that shit when there's a big man down there. He takes his ass to the 3-point line.
Do you think there was this conspiracy I saw? I don't want to tag the people because I don't know what kind of shit they're trying to get into. But AD, a Chicago kid who thinks Jordan is the GOAT, do you think he's just trying to hinder LeBron's greatness by keeping Jordan?
I don't think you go eat tacos with a man in his house, sit at his table, come to every one of his parties, be in his circle like that, and just try to hinder him. And Chicago don't respect AD because he be throwing down the rakes with LeBron. That's a GD city, man. They don't respect that. So
Matt,
I don't.
you.
What?
How are you reading? How are you reading?
Well, you said it while he was talking.
How are you reading this AD situation?
All I can keep thinking about is how one of the previous episodes, Tonio said all we needed LeBron to do is come back and get 6 points, and they're winning. And it didn't happen. But that's all I could think about. But I just think, yeah, like what Tonio said earlier, he just gets big broed by LeBron. Like we see it when they're not out, when LeBron's not playing AD, he's playing like AD. Then LeBron comes back and he's like, you know what? You can take it, old man. And like that's just basically what it is.
See,
so I've never
I got
had
a perfect example, Billy, of why shit don't work. So I mentioned the brother that Christian forgot he had. You remember last show when I was like, yeah, big brother? Well, him, yeah, that's what he said. Christian got another brother. And they all athletes, right? So of course, if you playing football together, you know, Christian, he used to want to be on my team because I'm a winner. But when so you ain't never played with me, bro?
Yeah, bro. It wasn't like I was, hey, put me on his team.
Hey, bro, Christian, pick me. You know, I was just playing. But nah, bro. So with him and his brother, his older brother, who was athletic as fuck, fast as fuck, and his younger brother played, you would think, all right, Christian them not gonna do shit because they got their big brother. That's who they gonna look up to. It was a complete opposite. Like, hey, fuck him, get me the ball. Especially they baby brother. They baby brother used to, hey, get me the fucking ball, bro. Like he was
better.
Yeah, like, but AD's not like that. And it's like, bro, LeBron is not your fucking brother. He's your uncle in age. Like, god damn. I'm Uncle Drew out this bitch, and you young as fuck. Make some shape. But it's like he's just like greatest scorer, 4th in assists. He can still carry me. Like, bro, the man's foot is literally hanging the fuck off.
So I love that you said Uncle Drew. So let's talk about Kyrie and the Mavs situation. Is Luka not as good as we think? I think Luka's ass. So I'm getting to this new thing. Luka's sucks.
I'm glad we brought it up. Shout out to me and Butler was on Call of Duty today. So we talked about
AD.
Butler, a basketball guy, real big basketball guy, good as fuck in basketball, actually. He said that he think it's because Luka ain't mature and that he bored with basketball. I had to think about it. He was like, bro, Luka been playing professionally since he's been 13 years old.
Well, you know, Luka did come out and say that. And he's not having fun no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that today.
Yeah, he just said that.
Over the weekend? I'm not sure what day, but
the last game they lost, he said he's not having fun playing basketball no more. And everybody thinks it's a shot at Kyrie, but I think it might not be a shot at all. Maybe the NBA ain't fun to him. Maybe it's just
he said.
Go ahead, Matt.
I was just saying he said it because it's things on and off the court that are making it frustrating and not as fun as it should be.
Right.
He's just not having fun.
Because you gotta think, bro, playing over there in the FIBA shit, that shit is way different than the NBA.
Why? So the Prince Luka ones just dropped. Why would you say something like that after your shoes had just dropped? That's something else. Like I'm wondering, like a business aspect.
Yeah.
To the maturity
that play into what Butler was saying. Like he not mature, bro. Like he ain't grew up yet. Cause Luka only 22, 23?
I think 23.
He's young.
He young, bro. Look at young players in the league. We just went through the Josh shit. Like maybe these motherfuckers not mature yet, bro. Like, I don't know.
But then look at the Aaron Fox, the fucking dog.
Doncic 24.
24.
But De'Aaron Fox like 27 though. Ain't he? Ain't De'Aaron Fox?
I feel like he's been around the league forever.
Yeah. Who? De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox gotta be like
about 4 or 5 years. 25.
He 25.
Yeah.
Aaron Fox, yeah, he ain't that much older than Luka.
Hey,
That's like his
everybody,
sixth season.
everybody, yeah, he been in the league for.
But remember, he came in when he was like 19.
We act like this is Luka's like second, third year.
Yeah,
Luka's
but
been
it
playing for a
ain't.
minute.
That's what I'm saying. He been baby over there playing since he was 13. Maybe that shit just didn't translate.
But if you watching the Mavericks play, it's like it drains you. I mean, that shit runs through Luka. He gets the ball, everybody else stands still. He has to do everything.
That's the thing that Butler was saying. Like, he can't be mad at Kyrie because Luka still get way more touches.
But I think it's more so he's mad at the way like they want to run everything through him. Now I get it. He's dominating the ball, but it seems like nothing's called up for anybody else to get involved. Luka go front, make something happen.
He love that shit. He want the ball to go through him way more. I think that now that he's sharing it with another superstar, see, that's what he didn't. He thought he wanted that, but Kyrie, a legit superstar that can get any bucket on that Luka can get on the offensive end of the court, maybe at a higher pace, a better pace. Yeah. Kyrie definitely driving near the basket. He beat Luka 40 times out of 40. Like, Kyrie might be the best.
Is Kyrie a better shooter than Luka?
Yeah, consistently, maybe.
I don't know about that.
Look up their numbers. Numbers tell the tape. Hey, it's quick Google you.
But I mean, what would be the stat to look up?
Percentage.
No, because that's including driving and shooting.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, all right. Look up threes then. Just look up 3 points.
What threes? I'm gonna go Luka. Let me see.
He probably take way more than Kyrie.
True.
Actually, ain't no problem. His fat ass don't drive to the rim. He lazy as a bitch.
That pick and roll, he getting to the rack.
No. Oh, on offense. On defense, Luka doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Luka and he need to be.
It ain't showing 3-point shot. I ain't getting it.
Fucking androids don't do shit.
Jesus.
I know people need to get rid of that bullshit. Them androids, sorry.
Oh shit.
But
okay.
He also is the biggest liability on defense we've ever seen.
Who is that?
Luka.
Yeah.
Worse than James Harden, absolutely. I don't care what
way worse than James Harden.
Worse than James Harden. But while we're in the Western Conference, is the Western Conference in shambles?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Everybody is one loss away from being and 2 wins away from being, bro. The Lakers win out and can be in the 5th seed. That's crazy as fuck.
And we thought the whole West was stacked.
That's what they are, though. That's it. That's just how tight it is. Like,
each other up.
Here's the thing, too. The West was so good until LeBron got there, and everybody wanted to go east once LeBron got to the West.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. I just want
to throw that out there.
Bro, that shit's crazy to me that, bro, two wins and 2 losses in the wrong way. Like, one team, the Lakers, who we thought wouldn't even scratch the play in, are in the playoffs secured. Like, hey, I ain't got to worry about
losing.
Yeah, I ain't got to worry about them fucking.
And then OKC is right there too for that play-in.
OKC, the Pelicans, like all of them got the same fucking record, bro. Like, the Mavs, if they keep losing, they got the tiebreaker over the Lakers, but it won't matter if they keep losing.
Yeah.
So I just Luka shooting 49% from the field this year. I'm gonna just go out.
Kyrie
I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say that Kyrie shooting higher than that. I could be wrong.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Kyrie shooting a higher percentage than that, but I could be wrong.
I'm gonna go with 46. You looking up?
Nah, Kyrie shooting less, 48. So both of them suck. Nah, but Luka don't suck. Luka shouldn't have no complaints. He's still leading the league in scoring. He averaging 30 games.
Can I just say this? Joel Embiid is everything we thought Anthony Davis was gonna be. As based off dominance.
Oh, based off dominance?
Yeah, not skill of play, dominance.
Absolutely.
Like, go ahead.
Well, it's weird, dude, because AD was on that really great Kentucky team we've already talked about, and Joel was on that Kansas team that had no one else, and it was all Joel.
Right.
So I think maybe like that also has a lot to do with it.
He's used to being in that role, or where you getting at?
I think it's where it like you said, like that role of where like I'm the fucking best player, and then when you throw a James Harden in with Joel, he's like, oh, thank God. Whereas Luka's looking at it more, or Anthony Davis is looking at it like, oh, yeah, hey, you just do it. I'll just hang out and do
Same
whatever.
thing. Thank God, give it to him.
Yeah, but
I got
Joel's like, thank God I have some help.
Right,
And I'm still gonna do my thing. I'm just glad this dude's here to help me, as opposed to AD, where it's like, oh, you got it. Don't worry about me. I'll whatever. Whereas Embiid is like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then this dude's gonna do his thing, and that's how we're gonna get this done.
I got you.
And he keeps talking about fucking Rihanna, which is just a plus in my book.
Yeah.
So
I looked up Luka and Kyrie's career 3-point percentage. Kyrie shoots at 39% to Luka's 33.9.
Oh wow.
The more I hear about Luka, I just hate him more and more and more. You're fat.
I just don't like the fact he complains all the time.
Who?
Luka.
Yeah, every
All the
and
time.
that's because I think that's a maturity thing, bro. And I think because he was getting babied over there in the Euro League.
I would say Jason Tatum does that as well, though. He complains a lot too. Like, damn, you didn't get the call. Get your ass down there and play defense. He's not going to stop y'all the mid play and say, "Bring it back. That was a foul."
Well, that's that light skin shit too, though. You know, I got you. Tony.
Good thing none of us like scared. I'm with you, Billy.
You right fucking here, Billy. Cause I was about to say that shit, bro. I was about to say that in light skin, bro. Damn, you right here. That's that light. You been around me a long time. That's some light skin shit. By the way, the Nuggets beating the shit out of Philly. Joel didn't bother to make the trip.
He deserves a day off.
Not in when the MVP race is against the.
Not when I'm playing the MVP of the league. Yeah, that's.
And
they off against Orlando.
Guess what he put up tonight? Christian, you want to take a guess? No,
Who Embiid?
He didn't fucking play.
Joker.
30, 35.
No.
35, 30, 38, and 8.
30,
20,
10,
28, 13, 12.
I just wanted y'all to say another triple double. That's it. Like,
Hey, another triple double.
Huh?
Another triple double.
Yep.
Was it like 10, 10, 10?
2014, 10.
Good job, Matt. Matt
was close. I was close.
I just gave you the credit, Matt. Damn, calm down.
Damn.
6 for 9.
Well, let's go from talking about some great players to some probably the worst player. Ben Simmons, they're shutting him down for the year. Is that a wrap in Brooklyn, Matt?
Yeah.
It's a wrap on his career.
Oh, damn. Tony, you're on the same sentiment?
Bro, that's that we talk about. Christian was talking about we've never seen a fall off. Bro, somebody put a fucking highlight tape of early Ben Simmons. He just coming through there, dunking on everybody, fucking making crazy ass passes. He wasn't shooting shit, but he had a paint game like a motherfucker.
He didn't. Yeah.
Now
you know what this sounds like?
Now till he drive to the paint and fucking Christian in there. Christian 5'7", and he fucking throwing that bitch out to whoever on the wing.
And he's being generous with that height.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. Like I've never seen somebody get in their head so fucking bad. But
Markelle Fultz.
Josh Smith.
See, Markelle Fultz is playing amazingly though.
Now, yeah, he did get better.
Now
he started off terrible. And,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
they fucked Markelle Fultz up. See, who fucked Ben up? Joel? Talking crazy? Doc? Like, come on, bro. Like, nah, bro, you don't fall off like that.
Somebody tore that man's confidence down.
Markelle didn't get a chance to start good. They fucked that arm surgery shit up. He had to relearn how to shoot and all that shit. That shit, I know from experience. That shit is difficult, bro. Like, so
is your shot different, Tonio?
I can't shoot yet. I'm still on a 5-pound weight restriction for like a month.
Well, what's the ball weigh?
Huh?
Down? What's the ball weigh?
15?
Hell no.
15 pounds? What are you?
What are you playing with dumbbells out there?
The basketball?
Yeah.
15 pounds?
It's inflated from 13 to 15 pounds. Look it up.
PSI. You dumb.
That's not the same as weight, dude.
Wow. That's definitely some yak. He got over there.
It says 13 to 15 pounds right here.
I can't focus shoot the ball.
But no, I still can't. I tried to go to the gym. That shit just hurt, bro. Like it hurt. So I know.
Hey, so real quick, you get the basketball, you probably stop and be like, I mean, this shit ain't heavy enough. Y'all need to put some more air in there.
Yeah, bro.
White.
You know, I was like that, bro. You know,
It was a WNBA ball. What
That's
the
a Tom
fuck?
Brady ball.
Big ass heavy medicine ball out there. Damn, no wonder you was dunking on all of us. Hell, you used to playing with them heavy balls. Shit. You get some real basketball, it's light.
Playing with some heavy balls, huh?
Oh man. I don't think Ben Simmons is done.
he done, Billy. Who the fuck want to take on a basket case?
He's done. Put a fork in him.
Like, and I hate to say it like that, but who the fuck, bro? Hey, who the fuck want to take on a basket case, bro? Like, that shit is a project in itself.
You paying this guy a lot of money to do nothing but run up and down the court.
I feel like
Well,
Giannis
in
would
the
take him
NBA
under
too,
his wing.
the way the contracts work, dude, think about how many times in the NBA you take someone's contract just to use the money on your books. I think that's where he maybe get a quote unquote second chance.
Maybe maybe Orlando pick him up and they send him to whatever therapist they sent Markel folks.
Yeah, and then he figures it
Until
out.
Banchero
Send his ass to San
dominates him in
Antonio.
practice.
You said what?
I said until Banchero dominates him in practice and he runs away crying.
Yep, I'm gonna just see Ben. We're gonna see Ben Simmons at your local MWR gym.
Yeah, he's going back to Australia.
Or that.
Ooh, yeah. Good for him.
Just go win 12 MVPs in a row in Australia.
Go team up with Dwight Howard. Hell.
Oh, in fucking Tunisia or wherever.
Right. Go average 30 out there.
Tony, you got anything else? Because I think we're running on an hour and a half right now.
Nah, man. Another good show.
That was a great show.
I just want to put out that Michigan almost lost to Illinois. It was 19-20. And they let Maryland take them down through there. So
there ain't no such thing as an almost loss.
Well, I would say who y'all almost lost to, but half the time y'all weren't making ABC, NBC, ESPN 2. I think they had y'all on SEC Network against Missouri.
Our network
PBS.
Vanderbilt, and y'all were in a dogfight.
Nah, see, you listen to Matt. Matt got you out here sounding stupid. Matt got you out here sounding like you lost to TCU.
Good luck in the Cheez-It Bowl.
Southern Georgia A&M was slapping you guys around.
Bro, the Fighting Illini is what y'all almost lost to.
Hey,
They have a lot of good draft prospects. That's
Best corner in the country coming from there. Y'all struggle against the Commodores.
Second best, but yes.
Who's the first?
Cam Smith. I think so. Okay, fine. Here, so let me rephrase it. Cam Smith will be the best NFL corner.
Can I go and do it?
Go ahead, Christian. Yeah.
That sounded like a wet one.
Listen. I did that like Ja had his gun.
Oh,
just embarrassing. Maybe it get better next time.
I seen a video today of someone playing VR with like a gun, but they were playing basketball at the same time. They're like John Morant's first day back, and he was just shooting people on the court and went and windmill dunked it.
Ew, they did stay off Ja.
He shot everyone dead on the court and windmill dunked it.
He's gonna get it together.
Yeah, man, this has been episode 56. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, man. I think this was a great show. Me and Christian even called it before we started the show. So I think me and Christian called it. It was a great time, great show. Matt, always a pleasure. Tonio,
Rick.
This has been fucking episode 56 with Brick Shots with Billy and
No
Tony.
miss beat them 52-28.